Hi, I'm Chris with World Class Properties. A topic that I get asked to speak about in front of real estate agents, leads groups, and other groups is the dangers and pitfalls of self-managing of properties. Now, I can spend a lot of time on this, but I'm going to cover my top 10, and then we'll kind of open up later down with some additional blogs. So these are my top 10 of dangers of self-managing your properties. Number one, poor screening. That can lead into a whole different area of problems for you. We used to meet people at the property, shake their hand, we liked them, come on in. Unfortunately, with credit and criminal issues, if you're not doing a thorough background check, you're just going to cause yourself problems in the future. Lease preparation. You know, a lot of owners do not know how to do the right lease, the proper lease, the right verbiage, and that's really important. If you don't have the right lease, it could put you in a position where the tenant could easily get out of the lease or break the lease without any recourse. So using the right documentation is very important. Rent collection. We have a lot of owners that allow their tenants to pay directly into their account, and that is wrong for various reasons. One, if they underpay or pay a partial rent payment, and that adds to different rules and regulations on the lease and acceptance of the rent. So that's something that we see a lot, and that's really not a good thing. Laws and the regulations and the issues with these that people don't understand. They don't understand the laws, they don't research the laws, they don't know the regs. Again, with the tenants now, they're very savvy, having information at their disposal, puts them in a different level. And if you don't understand the laws, you could be in one of those minefields. Okay, poor response to service requests. That speaks for itself. If they have a repair need and you don't respond, and what happens if it's a water issue or something even worse, it can lead to problems, and your tenant obviously is at the mercy of this. So we find that a lot of owners, they go on vacation, there's no way to reach them, they don't return phone calls. Meanwhile, the living room's filling up like a swimming pool. All right, not using good customer service, that goes to the kind of along the lines is what we talked about before, being available, having vendors that can provide service, responding in a timely fashion, making sure your tenants' needs are met, not paying taxes. Wow, guess what? There is rental tax. Not only is there rental tax, the entity, this taxing entity, can actually go back months and even years, audit your files, and you would be subject to not only the penalties and interest, but the rent amount, the tax amount. Not waiting for funds to clear. I get this all the time. I get these calls. I grab the check, I put it in my bank, yes, I spent the money, and the check bounced. And the problem is, now you have to go the process and collect the money. You, meantime, might have bounced the check because you deposited. You got to have the discipline, and some people just don't. They see it in their bank account and they start spending. All right, not conducting a detailed pre-move-in and pre-move-out inspection. You got to do these inspections, and you got to do them well, and you have to do them thorough, and they have to be written down with pictures. Some owners will walk you through, say, what do you think? Great, and they let their folks move in, and that's where your problems are going to start, especially when they move out. All right, not keeping a professional landlord-tenant relationship, especially if that's your property, you've raised your family in there, you could take things personal, especially if there's some damage done. And unfortunately, that's not going to go very well. So it's important that you're objective. But most people can't be because it is their property, their real estate, and they get more involved than they need to. So these are just the top 10. Again, we can spend hours on these, and as the blogs continue, we'll touch on a few of these to continue on some of the information and feedback. All right, I'm Chris with World Class Properties. Again, if you have any questions, or you feel free to contact us, and these are areas that you would like some assistance, we'd be more than happy to help you. All right.